Happy day, children. I hope you are staying safe at home. Today's thought is education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. You see, education. It is the most powerful weapon which is used to change the world. Now, let us go for the sentence. I am baking cookies for Jean. Your grandma said she is baking cookies for you. Can you find any difference from these two dialogues, children? Here, the person itself conveying the thing. Here, someone is conveying grandma's words. Is it clear? The topic which you are going to learn today is reported speech. Reported speech. Let us see in brief about reported speech. Reported speech, it is of we can say it as direct speech and indirect speech. Direct speech means it gives the exact words said by a person. You say you have seen there, no? The grandma said that he is preparing cake. The word said by a person. It is used when we want to quote the same words the speaker used. Example. Can you come to the library with me? Said Susan. These words are said by Susan. And direct speech means the sentences will be, the words, exact word will be given in inverted commas. Keep quiet, shouted the teacher. These words are said by the speaker, the teacher. No, I don't have a spare key, said mother. So these words are said by mother. So from this it is clear that direct speech is nothing but the actual words. In the same way, indirect speech, it is otherwise called reported speech. It is used to communicate what someone said, but without using the exact words. The words are modified. Someone says something to you, later you want to tell someone. If your friend says something to you and you are conveying that to you another friend, means it differs, no? Content will be same, but you will be using the different words. Hence, on such occasions, you can use the indirect speech. He said that he was going to come. The person's exact words were given, I am coming to home. This is direct speech. Here it is, if it is a indirect speech, he said that he was going to home. He was going to home. You are saying this to someone, but the person's exact speech was, I am going to home. Come. Now, let us see the difference between direct and indirect speech. Already you know, indirect speech is otherwise called reported speech. Exact words. Your exact meaning is given. We use quotation marks. There we don't use quotation marks. He said, I will wait for you. He said that ye would wait for me. Other changes and all. In the meanwhile, you will be learning, children. First, learn what is direct and indirect speech. Exact words, and we use quotation marks. There, it is otherwise called reported speech. Exact meaning is given, and we do not use quotation marks. Is it clear, children? Is the topic clear for you? First, direct speech means exact words of the speaker. Reported speech means exact meaning is retained, and use quotation marks. There we don't use. Again, let us recall, children. These are the original words of the speaker which is placed in quotation mark. Sometimes it is called quoted speech. Quoted speech also it refers to direct speech. There is no change and it is word to word same what is spoken by the original speaker. Here indirect speech, these are not the original words of the speaker. These are the words stated by someone other to explain the thought of the original words. That is what is the content, what is the meaning is retained. Meaning of the speaker is retained. Meaning of the words said by the speaker is retained. So direct speech means original words and quotation mark are used, and it is also called quoted speech. Here it is original words are not used, quotation mark are not used. Is it clear, children? And let us say the rules one by one. First is change of pronouns. Direct speech, you see it is given in quotation. So direct speech, indirect speech. John said, I am coming. You see the highlighted words, that is highlighted in blue. John said that he was coming. It refers to John, so he was coming. You see the pronoun has changed. The pronoun as well as the verb also changed. That one we will see one by one. Direct speech. Then in change of situation, about the time. John said, I did this exercise last night. You see the highlighted words in indirect speech. John said that he had done that exercises. This exercises become that, and previous night. This becomes that, and the last night becomes previous night. At the last, I have given the PDF. I've given PDF children. From that, you can learn it. You don't worry. First, get it. What are the how the words get changed in indirect speech and direct speech. John said, I did this exercise last night. John said that he had done that exercise the previous night. Then about the promise, orders, request. John ordered Bill, clean my boots. John ordered Bill to clean his boots. That is object plus to plus infinitive. You know, infinitive means to plus present form of the verb. So John ordered Bill to clean his boots. That is the promise orders. That is imperative sentences. All imperative sentences come in this type. John ordered Bill clean my boots. John ordered Bill to clean its boots. You get the different, children. Here original words are given. Quoted. Quotation marks are used. Here the meaning is retained and the quotation marks are not used. So from this, before we have seen about pronoun and about the situation and about promise, imperative sentence. Then question and answers. That is interrogative. John asked her, are you coming? This is yes or no type. John asked, where is Mary? It is WH question. John asked if or whether, you can use whether she was coming. John asked where Mary was. Yes or no questions you have to use if, whether. WH question you have to use WH word. So these are the words they are changing. We will be seeing one by one brief, children. So don't worry. To just get how the words are changed. First learn the concept. What is direct and what is indirect speech. And how the sentence. You have to, on seeing the sentence, you have to say whether it is direct and indirect. And you are going to learn some special words. And these special words helps you while changing the sentence. And then we will see one by one in detail. Now it becomes then. Today, that day, here, there, this, that. Tomorrow, you can go for any one of these. The following day, the next day, the day after. Next week, the following week, the next week or the week after. Yesterday, the previous day, the day before. Last week, the previous week, the week before. Ago, previously, before. Tonight, that night. So, I have given in PDF, children. You can have a glance at the PDF and you have to write in your rough notes, children. This is your today's assignment and you have to learn. That is very important. Now becomes then, today becomes that day. You learn both the sides, that will be easy. Today, that day. Like that you have to say, children, because indirect to direct also you have to change. That also you have some exercises. Is it clear, children? This, that, tomorrow, the following day, next week, the following week, yesterday, the previous day, last week, the previous week. Then the tense. How the tense gets changed in indirect to indirect. Simple present. That is, simple present tense become past simple. Present continuous become past continuous. Past simple becomes past perfect. Present perfect become past perfect. That is add plus past participle. Will future, that is will plus present form of the simple future tense. It becomes would plus present form of the bare infinitive means without to. Can becomes could, will becomes would, have to becomes add to. Imperative we have seen no ordered, built to. That becomes to infinitive means to plus present form of the verb. Simple become past. If you keep this in your mind, then simple past and past perfect becomes past perfect. Today, that day. Now, then, at the moment. Yesterday, the day before. Days ago, days before. Last week, the week before. These are the words tells about place and time. Tomorrow, the next year. Here, there. This, that. These, those. Ago, previously or before. Tonight, that night. Again, we have seen some words in the previous column also. Same this also you have to learn, children. So somehow repeated, it doesn't matter. Learn it 1 second, write it 1 second. It doesn't matter. Again, there, now, then, this, that, these, those, today, that day, yesterday, the day before, tomorrow, the next or following day. You can learn any one, children. That's this one. But you know that this word following day means it refers to tomorrow. Last, the before. Ago, before. The day before yesterday, 2 days before. The day after tomorrow in 2 days' time. Next, the following. If you keep these words in your mind, it will be easy, children. But keep in mind, you have to learn both the sides. Don't write that here you can, it is a question, there is the answer. No, you have to learn both the sides because you are asked to rewrite from direct to indirect, always indirect to direct. So, learn these words, write and learn. And let us come to our usual topic, word of the day. I have instructed the students to write in a notebook. I don't know whether you are following. If you are following, it will be useful, children. And the today word is parsimonious. 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 It is adjective. A person who is extremely careful about spending money, an extreme miser. So we should be careful about spending money, but you should not be a miser. You know what do you mean by miser? Kancham we used to say, no. Jenny is so parsimonious that she only makes a list of essentials before spending. So thank you, children. Here just I have introduced the topic. So learn the topic, watch the video until you understand the concept, and PDF I have given. Write in your rough notebook for a time and learn it, children. This is your today exercises. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you, children.